Welcome to the Industry Athletics Show. Geo, this is Kelsey. We are going to talk about the CrossFit Open. The 2019 CrossFit Open, number 2.
Next week,
coming up in a few days. Craziness. So we want to talk about what it is, if you don't know what it is. Tell a little open story, kind of our experiences, and then why you should do it. So what we're doing at the gym, Friday night, you show up, if you've been a member here for a while, this is old hat, come in, 5:30, 6 o'clock, the open workout is what's on the table, no matter what it is. We'll run heats, get everybody through it, it'll be a good time.
both locations. We're running it at both locations. Get over there, throw down with your friends. It's a good atmosphere to get a hard workout in.
It is a great time. If you sign up for the open, awesome. You can put your name in the leaderboard, check it on CrossFit. If you don't sign up for the open, just come in. Hit the workout on Friday with everybody. It will be the workout of the day if you cannot make it to a Friday Night Lights.
No matter what class you go to.
No matter what class you go to. So it'll be a good time. That's, in a nutshell, what the open is. Open story, I'll go first.
Yeah.
So this, I've done every open since I started. Every single one.
He's old.
I am old. OLD. So I don't know what number this one is, but I'm gonna still do it. This is probably gonna be my least fit one. I'm not feeling very fit right now.
But he's still doing it.
It's still gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. So my open story, 2011, second open workout comes out. The first one has been repeated before. It was this light snatches and doubles. Mm-hmm. So cool, in my wheelhouse. I could lift very heavy back then, but it was 75 pounds. This one comes out, 9 deadlifts, 12 push-ups.
Push-ups?
Think about that, 12 push-ups in the open workout. Imagine like judging
Crazy.
that. Yeah.
A mess.
And then 15 box jumps, 15-minute AMRAP. The deadlift's at 155. Now, in the day, I remember back then when I deadlifted 225, like one time I deadlifted 225, and I was like, man.
Best day ever.
I made it. Like, I'm here. I've arrived.
Going to the games.
Yeah, I've arrived. So 155 is not like it is today. It was a little bit heavier. So I don't remember when we were doing it. I think it was like on Saturday. So we get in, it's a smaller gym, everybody gets in, and there was this guy, this member there, Ian Langdigan or something. Great dude, super nice. Picture Hugh. He's like an Adonis of a man. Like, towers over me, super strong, cut out of a Roman statue. So anyway, needless to say, he can lift a barbell a lot better than me. So we go into the workout, and it was one of my first experiences of strong versus fast. Like, I had an endurance background. I was not strong, but I had a great engine, I was fast. So he would always catch up on the deadlifts, we'd be fairly even on the push-ups, and then I'd always move on the box jumps.
Ah.
So it was like this little teeter for 15 minutes, back and then forth, back and then forth. And the big lesson, 2 things I want to bring across from this story. I have no idea who won. Like, I remember it being a big deal, healthy competition, like that's what it's all about. Like, use the group to push you. Like, he was my target, I hope I was his target, we talked afterwards. No idea, but I remember the experience. And like, that's what it's about. We want you to come in on Friday night, like, you don't remember if you got your first double under or if you got 30 that day. You don't remember if it was your first pull up or if you ended up doing 3, but you remember like the moment, the atmosphere, the people. Like, that is what we're trying to create, and that's what we're about. So that's the first big lesson from the story. And then the second one is just the healthy competition piece. Like,
you each had your strength.
We each had our strength. And always fun to like, mix it up. I love the competition side of it. And if you don't, just compete against yourself. But for me, that's always something that pushes me further and harder. And no matter what you say, even if you don't like it, you do better in a group.
Absolutely.
Like, put on your favorite song, come into the gym, work out alone. Like, I promise the intensity is not there.
It's the worst, right.
It's challenging. So that's my open story. How about you? This is third, second?
So this will be my third.
Cool.
Very excited.
Nice.
My favorite open moment was last year.
Okay.
The second week was the workout with doubles and toes to bar and cleans. So it was, you had a set number of doubles and toes to bar, and you had a time frame to get to the barbell for the clean. And if you finished, then the clean weight went up.
Add the weight.
Add the weight. So this was my favorite moment because I had a target, and it was like a little bit of a reach. The clean was going to be a little heavy for me at that set that I wanted to get to. and my toast bar had just started to come together, so I knew that was going to be a struggle. And just that Friday Night Lights energy, I wanted to die. I was like sick to my stomach. I was working so hard, but I got there. I hit the clean, I hit the point I wanted. In the open, it's that moment to push harder than you've ever pushed before, and you're just so proud at the end. It's exciting. You can't recreate it in a normal class. It's an exciting moment every year.
I forget who was telling me the story, but that feeling you get, like in your stomach, that some people try to avoid and some people try to embrace.
Yes, embrace it.
Embrace it, embrace it. Somebody was telling me they were at the pool over the summer, and this little girl was like going to jump off the edge. So she's approaching the edge, and she couldn't do it because she was afraid. She was scared. And she turned to the lady next to her. I don't know if she knew her or not, but she was like, I'm just so scared. I have this feeling in my stomach. And the older lady just said something very simple to her. It was like, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have that. You know, and it's like, it just kind of put the little girl at ease, and eventually she jumped in. But just the feeling of like, you don't have to try to fight it, like it's there for a reason. I'll get that if it's like a workout that's outside of my comfort zone that I'm in class with. You know, like I'm in class, the bar's gonna be heavy, it's a big group. I'm like, man, I have nothing to prove to anybody. Like I could care less, but I'm still like, got this kind of feeling in my stomach.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely, that pit.
That pit.
Embrace it.
Embrace it, doing the uncomfortable, like all of those things. So it just puts it into more of a spotlight on that Friday Night Lights. But hopefully in a very healthy atmosphere.
Fun competition.
Fun competition. All right, so another reason that you should sign up for the Open. Again, signing up for the Open to me is like just coming to Friday Night Lights.
Absolutely.
Like give CrossFit your $20. It's not that big of a deal. I enjoy leaderboarding and looking at all that stuff, but if it's not your thing, then just come. It's free. But if you do CrossFit, said by a great member over at Harbor East, James.
A beloved member.
James the lifter. If you do CrossFit 3 or 4 days a week, this was his take on it last year. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you? Unless it's just something like, I'm busy on Friday, I'm a straight up fitness track. Like, I'm there to get fit, don't care about anything else.
Right.
Busy, I come after work. If it's not that, it's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Show up, you're in a great supportive atmosphere. I mean, the amount of things that have happened that I've seen in the Open on whatever it was, first toes to bar, first double under, like pull-ups.
That atmosphere.
It's the atmosphere, everybody trying to help you, and like all things CrossFit, the last person gets the loudest cheer.
Absolutely.
Like, if you are towards the end and people hate the spotlight on them, everybody means well, they're clapping, they're hanging out, like that's such a huge part of it.
Totally. And it's like we said, if you're coming 3-4 times a week, you're putting the work in all year long. Celebrate it. Celebrate it with your community.
I love that. Last piece we touched on a little bit, the comparing, like use it in a healthy way to push you.
Absolutely.
If you don't like the other people position, compare yourself to yourself. Great benchmark, great test. Like some people have been here 3 or 4 years. I'm not sure if they've done the Open or signed up for it. Some people have been here 5 years, they've done it every year. Like it just starts to compound on you. So if you commit to that first one, now you just have data.
Absolutely, because you are getting better. You have daily wins and fails, but when you get to look back over that whole year, you are getting better.
Definitely. CrossFit Open, Friday Night Lights, come on in, have a great time. Quick little pod on it. Anything else you want to add?
No. Can't wait to see you there.
See you there.